Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and joining me first I have Helen Scott with Healing Hands. Thank you so much for being on the program.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
This is such a fun, special time of year, Valentine's, Cupid's in the air,
Yes.
And this is a huge fundraiser for your organization. Tell us about it.
So this is our 9th annual Sweets for the Sweets cupcake fundraiser. Blackbird Bakery donates 900 boxed chocolate on chocolate cupcakes, and for a $50 donation, we'll surprise the person of your choice. If you buy 10 or more, they're $25 a piece, and it helps us raise between $25,000 and $30,000.
Wow.
So when we first started telling people we were going to have a cupcake fundraiser, people thought it was like a bake sale, but this is so much more.
I mean, so much more. And you don't have to just give these cupcakes to your significant other, your spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right. It's so much more than that.
It really is. And I love that about where this cupcake fundraiser has gone. You can give them one, and you should probably.
Yeah.
But then, adding on to other people.
Right. So yesterday somebody ordered one for their dog groomer. I had somebody who bought 40 to go to a nursing home, where we surprise people and we talk to the activities directors of nursing homes and say who is not diabetic and who is not visited. And so we have 60 volunteers that help us, and people order for people they used to work with, people they work with, their pastor. There's just so many ways to show somebody you're thinking of them. There's a lot of widows that get cupcakes, and they just appreciate it more than you could ever imagine.
I know. I've ordered before, and I know everyone I've sent to was so excited.
Great.
And you're talking Blackbird Bakery, so if you have not tried anything from there, that is amazing.
It is.
And it's just fantastic.
Everybody
that they
loves them. Everybody loves their
these
cupcakes.
And they are beautiful. So
yes.
I know we're getting you excited, and we've answered all your questions on what to do for Valentine's Day for all those special, lovely people in your life. How do we order?
So people can order by going to our website. It's online ordering, healinghandshealthcenter.org. It pops right up right when you pull up our website, or you can call our clinic. Jody Kemple is taking orders, so you can call the clinic, you can walk into the clinic. We're located at 245 Midway Medical Park in Bristol, and I usually say that's down the street from Kroger. And we'd love to have more orders and raise more money. We help people who don't have health insurance, and we've helped 11,000 people in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, so that's why we're raising money. So we just ask for $25 to see the doctor. It's like a copay, and then most of the time there's no extra charge for blood work. So people who are working and don't have health insurance appreciate it so much, and we also help people with dental pain and with their dental needs too.
I was going to ask you, so where do all the funds go?
Yes,
and
yes,
you just
yes.
answered that for us.
So our annual operating budget is $1.1 million, and so we do fundraisers to help because healthcare is so expensive.
Yes.
It's and when you don't have health insurance, it's really tough to make ends meet.
Well, this is great, and I know that this is really a favorite fundraiser of so many people.
Yes, it really is.
And you can order from all over the Tri-Cities.
Right.
Which is great too.
That's right. We deliver all over the Tri-Cities, and Southwest Virginia, we go up to as far as Damascus and Washington County, Virginia. So we had somebody ask if we'd go to Greenville, Tennessee, and that's just a little too far. But we have 60 volunteers, and everybody who's ever helped deliver, at the end they'll say, "Oh, please call me again to come deliver." They love surprising people and wishing them a happy Valentine's Day, and the people that deliver dress in red or pink, and sometimes it's a husband and wife that go together and deliver, and they love surprising people and seeing their reaction.
Yeah, it is. It's wonderful.
So delivery is on Valentine's Day, February the 14th.
All righty. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Helen, for being on
you.
today.
Thank
and good
you.
luck with this fundraiser. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I have Daryl Mears here today from the fire department. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And we're talking about a topic that we hope never happens to anyone, but unfortunately it's something that does happen, and that's falls. And it could be for any age, but a lot of times, with the elderly and when we're dealing with winter weather and the rain and slick and ice storms and all these different things that come through our region this time of year, it's something that really goes on. So give us some tips on how we can prevent that and things that you know.
You said exactly that. How can you prevent it? Anything's preventable. Accidents are easily preventable, you think. A lot of times, especially this time of year with the inclement weather that we do have. Obviously, if you have a set of stairs that has, an access to the outside weather, you would make sure you want to have a handle that's very secure to whatever it may be, that's where they can grab the handle and walk down the set of stairs to give them a good, feeling up top. Doesn't mean their footing is very good, but maybe they have something else to help guide them down. The biggest thing is always prevention. Even inside the house, we run a lot of calls to where people trip over rugs because they are not set, flush with the floor, or they have too many of them. I think a lot of people want to say the longer you live in a home, you bring a lot of stuff into the home, so it starts cluttering the home. And we have a lot of people that trip over just the regular clutter that they have in their home. So if you could just walk through the house, make sure you have somewhat of a clean environment as far as walking environment if you are an elderly person that's not steady on your feet. Even with that, we have a lot of young kids that fall. We have injuries from kids that feel like they want to jump off of something or they want to climb on something. So you're talking about an injury that goes through all age groups. So we have a lot of young kids that we get calls on a lot of times just because they're on something that they don't need to be on, that they should have been kept off in the first place.
Right.
So elderly folks, making sure that you have things that are not going to be an issue for you walking through your home. If you have a walker or a cane, use them. If you have something that's in the way, maybe furniture, move it a little bit out of the way so you can have a clear path going from the bathroom to the living room to the kitchen. Because a lot of times people just try to, maybe I'm going to use this furniture to get from point A to point B, and they may just easily trip over it. Or that nice Asian rug that we're not going to get rid of that Grandma gave me, and the ends are frizzled and they're sitting up now. So what does that make? A tripping hazard. Just things like that. Just use common sense to prevent those types of things from happening.
Would you say that the fire department gets more of these calls this time of year?
Well,
or is it kind of a consistent thing?
It's funny that you say that, because what we have is a lot of times we comically sometimes say, well, there must be a vibration in the earth because we're getting a lot of calls. Maybe the ground's rumbling and people are just having a hard time, because sometimes we just run a stretch that like every other call is a fall call. Every other call is a fall call. But yes, this time of year, as far as weather-related issues, but I won't say there's any time different. We get calls for falls all the time. That's one of the greatest call issue that we have is our falls. We do a lot of public assists.
So good to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some safety tips and just some basic prevention.
Sure. That's what it is.
I think sometimes we get comfortable where we're living, like you said, if you've been there a long time,
right,
and you kind of bring things out and don't.
That's right.
Get rid of things. Well, great tips.
Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely.
so much
My
for
pleasure.
being on today. Hopefully you can take some of those to heart and declutter as we are doing the show.
That's right.
So stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi everyone, welcome back to Inside Bristol. I have Tammy Alls with me today from the YWCA, and our set is just absolutely beautiful. I'm loving these dresses, so tell us why you brought them.
Absolutely, we wanted to bring a little glitz and glam to show you about our 11th annual prom dress drive that we're in the middle of right now, collecting the dresses, and our sale that's coming up in March.
So when is the sale? I know that everybody wants to write down this date
Absolutely,
that knows anyone
absolutely.
that's going to prom.
Friday, March 1st from 2 to 6 p.m. and then Saturday, March 2nd from 9 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yes.
And I know you love this program.
This is so fun because it gives the community an opportunity to give back. And our junior board of directors runs this project, and so we get dresses like these donated, and we're just always in desperate need of those dresses to be donated. We want them to be what girls are looking for. It's so hard to afford a prom dress. And the accessories, I brought some accessories also to show. We take donations of little clutches and dress shoes to help girls with the whole entire experience. Sometimes just getting the ticket to go to prom is very expensive, and so we want to help those girls be able to do that. So at the sale, all the dresses are only $25. However, if a young lady cannot afford that, then she gets that dress for free. So this really is a community service project, and girls are given that opportunity to come on Friday evening or Saturday during the day. It'll be set up in our gymnasium at the YWCA, and we have dressing rooms and we have volunteers that will help and mentor them and talk to them, because you know, a young lady might come in and think she's a size 6 and she may actually wear a size 10 in a formal gown. And so we definitely need those fuller figure sizes. We're really looking for donations sizes 16 and up, all the way up into the 20-somethings. We just have some girls with fuller figures, and we want them to have the same opportunity as everybody else.
Oh, and so how long will you be collecting dresses?
We actually collect dresses all year long.
Okay.
So we do not turn away donations. We take them all the way up and to the point. Now, if there is a damage to the dress, if someone can have that fixed before they bring it, that would be very helpful to us.
Okay.
They do not have to be dry cleaned necessarily, but if they've definitely got a lot of dirt and smudges or something, if you could have it dry cleaned, that also would help, because that's not something that we're going to be able to do necessarily. We have probably, we're going to have about 1,500, 1,800 dresses for girls to be able to select from. So.
And you've been here from the beginning of this program and just
Yes.
seeing the way it's evolved. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's just such a blessing. We honestly, the very first year, we started out with maybe 30 dresses, and we did an essay contest because we knew we couldn't serve the masses. And then each year it just kept going and going and going. And so we do have a great surplus that we keep. And we also do donations each year. So when we're done with the prom dress sale, we've donated to area churches, we've donated to senior centers that do senior proms. We donate dresses maybe that do have too much damage to our local theaters. So we really try also to give back and make sure that any donation that comes will be used somehow.
Well, it is a great program, and I know it's so much fun for the teens that come in and get to go shopping that day. And they have, I mean, what a selection.
Absolutely,
It's just
absolutely. And
amazing.
it's fun for the volunteers. They really, we've had some really sweet mission moments with a volunteer and a young lady, and helping her get to that place where she finds that dress and that she walks out of there feeling beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for coming in and for sharing this. And we love the dresses. So this is just a little sample. There you have them literally in sizes 2 all the way up.
Oh yeah, we
And
have
in every
we have
color.
0 because we have a lot of little tiny girls that come in too. So
Every size and every color, and lots of beautiful beading, and so you can have your special night at prom.
yes.
Well, thank you so much, Tammy.
Thank
and
you.
thank you all for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.